Hello, guys, and welcome back to Basketball Report. And we are back in the East with the Celtics team. As you know, we're doing a series where we're reviewing the teams before the season and what we expect from them this season, and all that stuff. So, I feel the Celtics. This is going to be hard on the poor Celtics fans. But you can start. You can start.
Okay, at some point in time, you need to realize, okay, retrospectively looking back at things, maybe we fucked up. And
Yeah,
this
like
is the Celtics. And at this stage, there's a lot of overhype and overrated players on this roster. Look, I'm not saying a player like Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum is bad. Look, they're good. They're still young, but they're very overrated in the fact that people are regarding them as high as Luka and Trey Young, and I do think Luka and Trey are miles ahead of this guys.
Yeah.
Saying that, they have a decent Eastern Conference roster. So with that, I mean, they would be in the playoffs. I expect them to be in the playoffs, but they would be lucky to be higher than 6.
Sorry, I'm just going to say it. Playoff team. Playing. What's it? Playing games.
Yeah, I think they're going to be in the playing games.
We're looking here at East. They were 7th last year with a 50%, 36 and 36.
The Bulls got better.
So looking at what they got, that they got Dennis Schroeder, which I think
on his contract, signing a mid-level exception. Well done.
Really well done. I think, yeah, it's a good signing. But what changed from this team? They got Al Horford,
in the
back.
Kemba trade.
And Al Horford.
He's older now.
He can maybe still shoot a free, but
he'll give him 14 points on decent efficiency, and that's about it.
Yeah.
He's very slow. He does stretch the floor open, which they do need. But Robert Williams, I think, is a better option. I think he has much more potential.
And like usually how I look at the team is I take one of the best teams in the East. We take the Bucks because of Giannis. And looking in my question always is who's guarding Giannis, and looking here, Jason Tatum is guarding him. I don't think they're going to, but just looking.
You can take all the big teams in the East and you can say, okay, but who's guarding who's on Giannis, who's on KD, who's on Embiid, and who's going to be on him. Obviously, Al Horford, very competent defender, but he's a little bit on the slow side, a little bit on the old side. Jason Tatum, Brown, very good perimeter defender. Even a guy like Marcus Smart, he's a hustler. But we're talking here paint. Obviously, Robert Williams, solid paint defender, but he still draws a lot of fouls, which he needs something to work on. But I'm just saying, and looking at this team, it's not a bad team, but it doesn't jump out of what you're seeing. And just looking back a few years, even last season when you still had Kemba, and you can go a season back where they had Gordon Hayward and they had Kyrie. I know a lot of injuries that take a hit on this team. It took a toll.
Yeah, but it's part of the game.
But they should have made better moves. They should have made moves in free agency. They've got all this draft capital, and the players they're picking up, to be honest, not that high of potential. I'm not saying Brad Stevens doesn't know what he's doing, but I do believe this team could have made much more moves. There'll still be moves to make. Maybe adding a player like Bradley Beal to this roster. Maybe trading away Schroeder.
Yeah.
Marcus Smart and someone else in a first, maybe give or take. Putting Beal on this team, all of a sudden you've got a lot of offensive power, a lot of 3-point shooting, a lot of attack. So there's options.
There's options, and we are going to talk about this when we're going to the Wizards, or going to do the Wizards, the Bradley Beal thing. And I think this is one of the teams that really can and must trade for
if any type of player is available, I think the Celtics should be first. I mean, look, this is the Boston Celtics. This is a big team. This is a team that has a lush history. Obviously, we're talking about the Bill Russells and the Larry Birds. And even going back this last few seasons for them. They've been, I think, in the last 3 years, they've been in the Eastern Conference Finals twice, and I think they've lost in 7 games twice. So look, this team could have been in the finals easily by now, but they are underperforming for the roster that they have. And I do believe they've got too many assets, too many aspirations and expectations on 2 players, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, who I do believe are good players.
But they're still young.
They're not MVP caliber, in my opinion. No. I know a lot of Celtics fans who disagree. But let's be honest here. There's better players. And this team, not quite there yet.
Yeah, who's the leader in this team?
Yeah, who's the guy who's going to step up?
Yeah.
I mean,
Jason
Jason Tatum, but
no.
When has he really stepped up about, in any type of situation and gone and said, okay, look, I'm that main guy. Yes, he had a good playoffs against Nets last season. A good couple of 50-pointers. I'm not taking that away from him. I'm just saying he's not doing it consistently. He's not doing it game in, game out, shooting 50% from, 50 from field. And you need that guy if you want to be competitive. You need a Giannis. You need a Kevin Durant. You need a big name player, Stephen Curry. This team, not quite there yet.
Yeah, like, or a Luka.
Yeah, or a Luka.
Or a Trae Young. Just that guy that, if there's,
he needs to put the team on his back and he needs to carry him all the way to the finals. And like I said, they're one move away. Al Horford, I do believe if Al Horford has a good start to the season, we can maybe look at Al Horford and maybe try to get a better center. That center position has been lacking for quite some time. Or alternatively, they can go in and say, look, we're going to develop Robert Williams and we're going to make the best of him. Maybe, increase his mid-range and his 3-point shooting. That would help. But, we still got dead players like Enes Kanter on the roster.
And they can still trade for, I don't know, maybe a two-way, not two-way, with the Wizards. The Wizards have assets and, take Barrett and maybe another guy and trade, Al Horford and, just to make up the cap difference.
I think there's a lot of missed opportunities. Looking at all the things other teams did, like the Knicks, like the Bulls.
Yeah.
Why weren't the Celtics in those conversations?
Yeah, and also the Celtics, there's nothing that stands out in free agency and all that stuff that they did, except Dennis Schroeder, which I think is a good one, but not also, it's not wow,
Yeah, Dennis Schroeder is not going to make him a championship.
Yeah, like, why did they, Al Horford, so, I mean, this guy is like 35 years old.
In OKC, let him watch the games on his couch at his home. He didn't play even
family reasons, but predictions, I think playing games, maybe playoffs, the East is stepping up their teams, so
at best 6.
At best.
Looking at this roster, if they go ahead and make moves, yes, then we're
gonna talk a bit differently.
Inwards pretenders, maybe contenders, but at this stage, I think a good playoff team, but they will be in the playing games. And to be honest, I think long term they should just keep the score and just add to it. I do believe Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown can have upside in a couple of years, but at this stage,
they need support.
Yeah, it's a no from me.
Yeah, but one of our shorter videos, but we're gonna stop it there because there's nothing to discuss anymore. We're just like, we'll see what happened. But last season we saw the Celtics just declining, and what did they get? Not even big stars, nothing. So also,
but that's just our opinion.
Our opinion, let us know.
Yeah, a comment section always open for discussion.
Yeah, always.
Salty Celtics fans, so that's fine.
But if you argue, just give a good explanation. As you guys know, our teams are OKC. Pistons, and we are rebuilding. So
it's tanking. It's fine. It happens. Happened at the right time. But anyway, like and subscribe, comments. It's good for the algo. And stay safe.
I need that jumper.